This is in regard to Maharashtra voter list row. Now, the row over the post, as far as noted psephologist Sanjay Kumar is concerned, now he's gone ahead and deleted that post regarding Maharashtra's elections. A post to claim that there were big changes as far as the number of voters are concerned, and the team misread the data. That is what he's saying, and therefore deleted that post. The BJP hasn't left the opportunity to attack the Congress on this, saying that this was an entire collusion as far as that fake narrative goes of the opposition. So that political row has broken out over the now deleted post by noted psephologists who claim that big change in the number of voters on some seats in Maharashtra. My colleague Vasudha joining us. Vasudha, take us through the post and what it really said, and now it has been deleted. And, basically the clarification is that they had misread the data. This is really a lot of ammunition for the central government against the Congress party.
That's right, Divya. Also because it comes at a time when there are these allegations against the Election Commission of India and also against the BJP that it's colluding with the ECI to increase the number of voters in certain constituencies so that it's at an advantage when it comes to winning those constituencies. Now, Sanjay Kumar of CSDS, who is seen as a very respectable psephologist, had put out data on about two constituencies in Maharashtra. One, of course, is West Nashik West, and there was one more, and he basically said that there has been at least Hingwa. Yes, he said that there was at least 47% increase of voters in one constituency and about 43% in the other. Now he has now that tweet of his was used by the Congress party to also amplify the narrative that the Congress party wants to spread across the country, that there has been an abysmal, abnormal number of voters who are being added to electoral list, and that is a threat to democracy, and that's also being seen as part of vote chori. Now, once after this really became viral, Mr. Sanjay Kumar has apologized now, and he has deleted those tweets, and he has said that there was a mistake by his data team, and that, he apologizes that he did not want to spread any misinformation. Now, that tweet and that acceptance that there was a mistake has also led to the BJP, pouncing on his tweet and also trying to say that, psephologists cannot be sanctimonious and that predictions cannot be taken very seriously. And more important,
किस प्रकार से एहतियात बरतना है ये बताया गया।
हिंदी में अगर हो जाए थोड़ा तो प्लीज।
नाही, मला असं वाटतं की खरं तर ही बिनविरोधच करायला पाहिजे होती आणि त्याच्यामुळे अशा प्रकारच्या उच्च पदांच्या संदर्भात एक चांगलं चित्र त्या ठिकाणी गेलं असतं, कारण युपीएला हे माहितीच आहे इंडिया आघाडीला की त्यांच्याकडे मतही नाही बहुमतही नाही, त्यामुळे त्यांचा उमेदवार हरणारच आहे. तर त्यापेक्षा जर एकत्रितपणे केलं असतं तर एक चांगलं चित्र गेलं असतं. पण ठीक आहे, आता मला माहित नाही त्यांनी कोण उमेदवार दिला.
सिचुएशन को लेकर इंडियन आर्मी, इंडियन एयरफोर्स से
बोल दिया, उसके ऊपर बोल दिया. काही विषय दुसरे बोलू. पहिल्यांदा तर आपल्याला कल्पना आहे की भारतीय रेल्वेच्या माध्यमातून गणेश उत्सवाच्या निमित्ताने दरवर्षी विशेष ट्रेन चालवल्या जातात आणि मोठ्या प्रमाणात लोकांना कोकणात जायचं असतं किंवा इतर सगळ्या भागांमध्ये जायचं असतं. तर यावर्षी आम्ही केंद्रीय मंत्री अश्विनी वैष्णवजी यांना विनंती केली होती की आपण जास्तीच्या गाड्या सोडा, कारण लोकांची अडचण होते, लोकांना मोठ्या प्रमाणात जायचं असतं, गर्दी होते, तिकीटं मिळत नाही. आणि मला हे सांगताना आनंद वाटतोय की माननीय अश्विनी वैष्णवजींनी मला हे पत्र या ठिकाणी पाठवलं. मी नंतर आपल्याला रिलीज करीन आणि त्यांनी त्यात सांगितलंय की मागील वर्षीपेक्षा जास्त म्हणजे जवळपास 367 ट्रिप्स आता यावर्षी त्यांनी प्लॅन केलेले आहेत. मागील वर्षीपेक्षा मोठ्या प्रमाणात ही वाढ आहे आणि याच्यामुळे कोकणात जाणारे जे आमचे मुंबईकर आहेत, कोकणात राहणारे.
The Chief Minister of the state of Maharashtra, of course, taking the opportunity to hit out, saying that this was a data that, is being claimed was misread. And of course, this is basically, feeding into the fake narrative of the Congress party. And that is what is being said. And this is in regard to, colluding in order to spread the fake narrative as far as Sanjay Kumar is concerned. Vasudha with us. Vasudha, take us through, of course, the allegations that are being made by the ruling government and, against the opposition here.
Well, when it comes to Maharashtra Assembly elections, remember that there is a certain sense of politically interesting development here. In the Lok Sabha elections, it was Mahavikas Agadi that actually did well, reducing the BJP to its worst ever performance in several years. But in the assembly elections, Divya, there was a complete turnaround with the Mahayuti, earning a landslide and winning a landslide. In fact, the BJP performing the best amongst all three parties.
Vasudha, just hold on. We have Sanjay Kumar joining us, Professor CSDS with us. So thank you so much for speaking with us here on NDTV. You put out that message, you've deleted your previous messages and, apologize for getting the data wrong, for misreading the data. If you could expand and explain that.
See, this is not our data. This is the data which has been there on the Election Commission website. So when the whole discussion about how many voters have got added to Maharashtra between Lok Sabha and Assembly election was going on, and people were offering different numbers, sometimes 60 lakh, 20 lakh, 40 lakh, 80 lakhs. So I thought that let's check what is the exact number. So the process is, both the data is on the Election Commission's website. The Assembly segment-wise number of voters for 2024 Lok Sabha and Assembly for each Assembly for 2024 Assembly election, what is the number of electors. So I asked the data team to compare the two data. Both the data were there on the Election Commission website. So they tried to pull out the data, both the data, put it in a system, and what happened is that the row got up and down, in a sense one row up and down, and then overall numbers was correct, because overall number is roughly about 40 lakhs plus something voters to be added in the voter list of Maharashtra between Lok Sabha and Assembly election. So, the comparison between one constituency and another got distorted, and that is how I got the distorted numbers for the different constituency. And I tweeted the data. Later on, I realized, means somebody pointed it out, that the data which you are mentioning about constituency is not the correct data. So I looked at the data again, and then I figured out, oh, this is not the data. And then I sat with the data team and figured out that the mismatching was done incorrectly. And that's how it all happened.
Right, so it was a genuine mistake, and that is exactly what you've gone on to say. But of course, the BJP saying that this wasn't an error, an honest error as is being made out to be. If you would like to react to that.
See, BJP, I can't convince others that whether it was an error or it was a part of a larger game plan. I can only say honestly that I've never been part of any game. I have been working in a research institute. This is not, the first time I am putting out data in public domain. And this is not a survey data. This is the data which is already there. So I can only say I have given my apology. I felt really sad about what has happened from my team, from my side. It went in my name. And I can say that, no, I'm not part of any, design or any campaign, nothing of that kind.
Right, sir. This is going to be damaging as far as the Congress party is concerned. That has been caught on the back footing, if we were to put it. And of course, the Congress party there now, this, in regard to not just Maharashtra, but, they say that they have proof for other states as well. And that is something that, of course, the EC is asking for proof and has given that deadline to Rahul Gandhi as well.
No, see, any narrative has to be backed by the numbers. So what I did, what my effort was that the narrative is going on that a very large number of voters got added to the electoral roll of Maharashtra. And I wanted to check that. Unfortunately, the mismatching happened and this mistake took place. So I think whatever allegations are being made, those must be the people who are making the allegation, they should offer, the evidences for that. And against whom the allegations are being made, they should also investigate. So I think this is the correct practice to be done. This is the correct thing to be done.
Right, they are asking now, demanding an apology from Rahul Gandhi, in fact saying that the data that was used was wrong, and also going on to say that genuine voters are being branded as fake voters. Your reaction? And of course, you've obviously clarified that this was something to do with the data, but of course, the BJP, they're completely hitting out at the Congress party and at you for getting it wrong.
See, I have no idea about the data which Rahul Gandhi has used about the Karnataka. So I won't be able to comment on that, but I can, as I am saying, because those were with regard to several things, I have no comment to offer on that. But yes, as I said, the data which I have put out, the data is there in the public domain. This is not my data. This is not a survey data. This is there on the Election Commission website. The only mistake and it's a big mistake. It's not a small mistake. It's a huge mistake that the rows got shifted and we made comparison between wrong constituencies and put out the data in public domain.
Right, sir. So if you were to fix this, what would your interpretation be now of the available data?
The overall roughly 40,000 plus voters, 40 lakhs plus voters were added to the electoral roll of Maharashtra between Lok Sabha and Assembly election. Constituency wise, there is a comparison, but yes, the figure is not 47 and 46%. It is much lower. There are constituencies where slightly higher number of voters got added to the tune of 10, 12, 15, 16%. It's not to the tune of 47 and 46%, which I had mentioned, put out in public domain on Sunday.
Right, the 47.38% increase in Nasik voters and 43.08%
So what happened is that Nasik constituency was not compared with Nasik. It was compared with the constituency which is just below that or above that. So it was misreading of the rows.
And as far as Hinga voters are concerned, how did that get?
Same. If you try and put the two data files like side by side, and if you just miss one row, so all the reading would be wrong as far as constituency wise is concerned. Overall, it's okay.
Right, a human error at that, and it takes a lot of, it takes a lot of grace to be able to admit to a mistake like that. Thank you so much, sir.
It's a huge embarrassment for me, and that's why I thought it, as a matter of concern, I must tell the people that there is a mistake on my part, and I must apologize.
Right. Thank you so much, sir, for admitting to that mistake, and of course for speaking with us here on NDTV.